what we're going to do is show you how to install a front sight on this PO1 slide if it doesn't have the groove for the front sight pin. So I just go ahead and start by putting it on the front in the dovetail. I'm going to tap this one in. It's not going to require much fitting like this one just went in. And typically I'll take a punch, a 1/16 works fine, or a 5/64, and I'm just going to put a dimple on each side of this to show me where that pin's going to hit. And I was kind of holding that punch in the top portion of that circle, and it's not going to give you a perfect dimple, but it's going to show you pretty much where the center is. Then we're going to take the front sight back off, and this is just a piece of Delrin. We're just going to gently tap it off there. And so we have so you can see I've got a mark here and here that shows me that line straight across that we need to cut out. These sights are pretty tough, so we're going to use a grinding wheel on my Dremel here. It's going to be really difficult to hold it, so I'm going to use some vice grips here, and that'll also help absorb some of the heat from cutting that away from the tritium rod. So it's a good idea to put some vice grips in there. And we're just going to cut a little groove. See if I can do this so you can see it. And the groove needs to be a little wider than this wheel. And that's probably pretty close. And because I was holding that in the vice grips, this is already still cool to the touch. So we're going to drive it back in there. And you might not be able to see this on there, but you can see there's just a little bit hanging down in there, and I'm going to use a drill to clean this up. The reason we don't like to start with the drill is because if you go in, it's going to make the drill bit want to walk off, and you may be elongating this hole because these sides are pretty hard. So you can put this in a drill press. I'm just going to hold it by hand because I do this a lot. And all we're doing is cleaning that hole up. And then that's perfectly ready. Once your 5/64 roll pin punch will drop in, that means the pin's ready to go in. And that's all there is to it.